Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we'll give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone teaching to rule well. And Shalom to the Akim that puts their truth and sincerity. This is your brother Zakar.
Brother Yuam.
All right, we're just coming out to make another statement, okay? All right, Barack Obama went into the UFOs. They've been speaking about a lot of UFOs on the news, man. All right, and these UFOs, so-called UFOs, which are church of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, this is our deliverance. This is how we're gonna leave out of here.
Then if I can add,
yeah,
they also call them UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenons. You know,
yep.
but these are identified in the scriptures. But before we get into the scriptures, we can get into this article.
That's right.
It says Barack Obama just said something very interesting about UFOs, so-called UFOs. So it says, well, in one way at least, the former president wants to know whether there really are other life forms out there. In an appearance on the Late Late Show earlier this week, Obama confessed, the truth is that when I came into office, I asked, I was like, all right, there is the lab somewhere where we're keeping the alien specimens and spaceship. And you know they did a little bit of research and the answer was no. It says, which, okay, he was joking, but then Obama said more about UFOs, and this was where things got really interesting. It says, here's Obama, quote, it says, what is true, and I'm actually being serious here, is that there's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are. We can't explain how they move, their trajectory. They do not have an easily explainable pattern, and so I think that the people still take seriously trying to investigate and figure out what it is, end quote. It says, interesting, right? Obama's admission that there are, in fact, quote, footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are. We can't explain how they move their trajectory, end quote, is keeping with a broader acknowledgement by the official arms of the government. It says, after decades of denial that UFOs are real, side note, believing UFOs are real does not require believing in aliens. Since UFOs are simply unidentified flying objects, there is no assumption they contain other life forms, and the other life forms being the angels, the Alahayim. All right, it says, next month, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence and Secretary of Defense will be required to provide the Intelligence and Armed Services Committees of Congress with an unclassified report on unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. It says that requirement was tucked into the massive $2 trillion CV stimulus bill passed by the Congress and signed into law by the then President Donald Trump late last year. All right, then it says, and it's not just a report to Congress, as CNN's Zachary Conan noted, quote, that the report must contain detailed analysis of UFO data and intelligence collected by the Office of Naval Intelligence, the Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force, and the FBI, according to the Senate Intelligence Committee's directive. All right, so it says, quote, it should also describe in detail and process for ensuring timely data collection and centralized analysis of all unidentified aerial phenomena, reporting for the federal government, and designate an official responsible for that process, end quote. Keep going.
Yeah, go a little bit. Where's it back in 2007?
2000, okay.
Yeah.
So it says, back in 2007, Reid pushed for the creation of Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP, which was housed within the Department of Defense, about which almost nothing was or is known. In 2017, a profile of the program headline, glowing auras and black money, the Pentagon's mysterious UFO program.
All right, just stop right there, bro. The water for that. All right, so these devils, man, they gonna say that it's aliens and other life forces, but they know good and damn well that these are the chariots, once again, of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, of the angels, man. All right, these chariots, they can go anywhere. They got different shape, they got different measurements. And the reason why these chariots are coming back is the literature of Israel once again. Hey, can you give me the book of Lamentation, chapter 1? All right, so we just gonna build up to the chariots in Zechariah chapter 5, but I'm gonna get a build up. All right, because we went into captivity. for breaking the law, statute, commandments, man. All right, being disobedient to our power. You know? So that's what happens, man. Every captivity. Book of Lamentation, start at verse 1 right quick.
All right. So how doth the city sit solitary that was full of people? How is she become as a widow? She that was great among the nations and princes among the provinces, how has she become tributary?
Yeah, man. So, you know, so Jerusalem, once again, Most High said it's parted, man. And Jerusalem, the people for is a place. You got heathens living over there. The children of Israel scattered everywhere. No matter what they look like, we everywhere, man. You know? And can you give me verse 5?
Read down to verse 5.
No, just skip down to verse 5. Verse 5, I want to get verse 5 and 6.
All right, Lamentations 1 and 5. Her adversaries are the chief, her enemies prosper, for the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua hath afflicted her for the multitude of her transgressions. Her children are gone into captivity before the enemy.
Our children are going into captivity before the enemy. All right, what happened to us? Everyone knows. They call it the bit diaspora. All right, we went into you had Spaniard captivity, you had American captivity, and you had the French captivity, which is the same thing because these are all Edomites. Okay, they were Hellenized. In the Grecian captivity, the Assyrian captivity, and once again, this is America. All right, America is one of the most. I believe America. Our question is the most dominant in the trade market, man. All right, so this is the #1 captivity that will be taken down. All right, can you give me Exodus 23 and 21? Book of Exodus 23 and 21. And what we did as far as worshiping idols and going about in praising these different gods and following the ways of these other nations, Esau, Edom, you know. So the Most High put us in captivity, man. But now it's time for deliverance. Because the children of Israel are waking up. You see more and more Israelites hitting the highways and the byways.
Sure.
Exodus 23, Exodus, book of Exodus.
Okay.
Yeah, Khan. Yeah, so, you know, but we hitting the highways and the byways. Them dry bones are real awakening. Dry bones represent a dead peoples. All right, not literal dead like we in the grave, but just dead as far as we don't know who the hell we is. Like The Walking Dead in the movie, the TV show. Verse 20.
21?
Yeah, verse 21.
All right, so it says, beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions. For my
What?
name.
Provoke him what?
Provoke him not.
Provoke him not, man. And what we did, man, we provoked the Most High, man. And we deserved every bit of it. Finish it off, bro.
For he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him.
Khan. All right, so now I've got that build up. So now this is why we in captivity, and this is why more and more you're hearing about the church, because it's getting about time for us to be delivered. All right, so get the book of Zechariah chapter 5.
Chapter 5, what verse?
We want to start verse 1.
All right. So it says, then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll.
A flying roll. That flying roll is the chariots, man. The chariots, all right, of Yahweh Shai and the angels. All right, they follow the commandment of Yahweh. That's some good. Continue.
It says, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits.
All right, so Ezekiel is seeing the chariots, man. All right, he's seeing a vision, and we're seeing the chariots to this day as well. A lot of brothers is catching it, and it said the length in the read it again, Shaw.
The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits.
Just basically different measures of chariots, different sizes of chariots. Okay.
You had one chariot that you know, I think it was like the size of the moon.
Yeah.
Sucking energy from the sun.
Yeah, so you got different chariots, man. You know, the Most High, he designed some things, man. So we serve the Most High, the power of heaven and earth. All right, continue.
Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it.
Okay, so they say go to the face of, they say the curse of the face of the whole earth. It's not a curse for the children of Israel, the elect of Israel. All right, but for Esau, Edom, why? Swear it falsely. All right, he broke every covenant with Gad there was. All right, he raped, robbed, and killed this man. That's why it's a curse unto these other nations and the 2/3 of our own people. If you're not part of the elect, okay? Can I get a?
Keep going.
Yeah, continue on.
Right.
Hey, can I get the book of John, chapter 10, verse 10? Since they go to cover the face of the whole earth. And once again, the reason our people is going to be killed on this side, and they're going to be treated like Esau, because they follow the ways of Esau. And Moses said, do not follow the ways of the heathen, and choose none of his ways. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. John chapter 10, verse 10. I believe it says, should be where it says thief. Yeah, con.
All right. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
And that's what Esau did. That was a thief, man.
I am come that they might have life, and that they may have it more abundantly.
So what's the life? I mean, once again, the Most High is coming to deliver children of Israel by the chariots. All right? I'll go back to Zechariah chapter 5 and verse, was it 3?
Yeah.
You know, and it's a damn shame that our peoples be looking in the sky and, watching news, Salakia, and then they be, saying the bullshit Esau is saying. All right? That's not a reason why, by now we shouldn't know who is a devil and who is coming to deliver. These are chariots of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, the angels, right? Whether you want to hear it or not, where you can receive it or not. Go ahead.
All right. This is Zechariah 5 and 3. It reads, Then said he unto me, verse 4. It says, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof.
All right, so the house of the thief. Once again, Esau, Edom. Esau is the house of the thief. America spiritually is the land of Edom. America is spiritually is Egypt. America is spiritually any captivity. All right, America is called Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, so this is Most High is coming once again to kill the hell out of Esau. Hey, get the book of Isaiah 63, verse 1.
It's heavy.
So that's pretty much what the Most High is saying. Come to fuck Esau up. Tell Esau I'm come not to meet you as a man. All right, basically gonna kill the hell out of Esau. They're gonna trample Esau. When he came, 2,000 years ago, okay, that was him, coming first and foremost give deliverance to the children of Israel. Starting with the elect, and eventually all Israel.
Give me a second.
Oh, come. Isaiah 63.
Yeah, I got it. I'm trying to pull up something else.
Okay, come. Yeah, but so Mosai is coming, to kill Esau, man. And them chariots is also going to shoot laser beams. All right, that's why you read in Revelation chapter 15, it's a sea of glass. Basically, just America burning up, man.
Maybe Matthew. What's the one that say, think not that I come to send peace, but
Matthew chapter 10, verse 38. Yeah, but but this is how it is, man. Okay, this is how it is. So the ones, if you believe in your spirit, and your spirit bearing witness with these prophecies, as far as going to captivity, then you are an Israelite, and you should repent, for the kingdom is at hand.
All right, so we get into Isaiah 63, because the Lord's coming to send destruction.
That's right.
His chariots. It says, destruction and deliverance for the elect. But this is Matthew 10 and 34. It says, think not that I'm come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Because it's gonna be a great destruction.
Yeah, and that sword represents missiles.
Yep.
All right. Now Esau was blessed with the sword. Now the original sword was an actual sword, but now Esau things got more advanced, man.
All right. So this is Isaiah 63 because he's coming to send destruction to the nation of Edom.
That's right.
And 2/3 of the Lord's people says, Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeeming is come. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore mine own arm bore salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me.
That's right.
And I will tread down the people in mine anger, and I will make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth.
Salakia. But I mean, cut. But basically, all right. The Most High once again is coming to kill Esau with the chariots, with the missiles. All right. As far as his, his garment being dyed in blood, it just represents him gonna kill a lot of Edomites. Not literally gonna be dripping in blood, but it just represents he gonna get all the credit for taking down the most one of the most powerful nations, man. Esau, Edom has deceived the whole world, man. These are the wicked that the Most High is, that the prophets was speaking about, according to the word of according to the word of the Most High. Okay, you got another one out?
Yeah, the Lord's gonna bring down this place to the earth, just like it says in Isaiah 63:6, and this is Isaiah 47 and verse 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust," because he's gonna bring him down to the dust. The dust also represents confusion.
That's right.
It says, "O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans." It says, "For thou shalt be no more called tender and delicate." It says, "Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover the locks, make bare the thigh, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers." Because Esau is being made bare.
All right. Get a book of Exodus 9 and 16 when you finish it up.
All right. It says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen.
That's right.
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man, because he's coming back in his angelic body. He's not coming. He's not coming as a man."
That's right. Book of Exodus 9 and 16, man. And once again, the Most High raised up Edom for a reason. All right, to fulfill prophecy. Okay, Isaac blessed Esau, Edom, when our father Jacob supplanted him, man. And that was all through the Spirit, man. It said the older shall serve the younger. Esau came out before Jacob, but he gonna be our slaves, man, for 1,000 years.
Actually, it's 9 and...
Yeah, Exodus 9 and 16.
Okay.
Verse 9 and 16.
All right, so it says, Exodus 9 and 16, "And in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up, for to shew thee in my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth. As yet exaltest thou thyself against my people, that thou wilt not let them go. Behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such has not been in Egypt since the foundation thereof, even until now. Send therefore now, and gather thy cattle, and all that thou hast seen all that thou hast in the field, for upon every man and every beast, and beast which shall be found in the field, and shall not be brought home, the hail shall come down upon them, and they shall die. He that feared the Lord, the word of the Lord among the servants of Pharaoh, made his servants and his cattle flee into the houses."
Stop here. All right. Yeah. So so basically, Most High raised them up, man, to show His power. Okay. And that's talking about original Egypt right there. But once again, America is represented as spiritual Egypt in the book of Revelation, chapter 11. Go back to Zechariah chapter 5, verse 5. Zechariah 5 and 5. We're almost finished.
I was gonna pull up. You said Revelation 11.
Yeah, Revelation. Yeah, it's basically going to spiritual Egypt. Shoot.
You want me to get it? Revelation 11, or just go back?
I'll just go back to Zechariah. Yeah, come. Yeah, man, but these days, like, we at the very, very end of all things, Get the book of Jeremiah. All right, I got it.
All right, I'm at Zechariah.
All right.
Is it 5 and 5?
Yeah, well, 1 second though. I'm bring this up. And once again, peoples, all right, there's a lot of brothers on YouTube that telling you what the church, well, what they call UFOs is. All right, so this is the book of Jeremiah 22 and 29. It's very short. "O earth, 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 hear the word of the Yahweh." And who speaks, man? The messengers. All right, the ones hitting highways in the byways. Something short, it's a quick precept, but it hits every time. Go ahead, bro.
All right. "Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, Lift up thine eyes, and see what it is that, or what is this that goeth forth? And I said, What is it? And he said, This is an ephah that goeth forth. He said, Moreover, this is their resemblance through the earth,
All right, 1 second. So the Ephah. So basically, Ephah represents like balances and things like that. Excuse me. Go ahead.
And behold, there was lifted up a talent of lead,
Mm-hmm.
and this was the woman that sitteth in the midst of the Ephah. And he said, This is wickedness. And he cast it into the midst of the Ephah, and he cast the weight of the lead upon the mouth thereof. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and beheld, there came out two women, and the wind was in their wings of a stork.
Yep.
And they lifted up the Ephah between the earth and heaven. Then I said to the angel, to the angel that talked with me, Whither do these bear the Ephah? And he said unto me, To build it in an house in the land of Shinar, and it shall be established and set there upon her base,
All right. So
her own base.
Yeah, so they're basically going to the captivity, that we went into, okay? So, prophecies, it goes back and forth, man. So that's basically what they're going into, all right? The hell that we went through, man. And I'm going to get the book of, was it Psalms? Can you look up, gosh, I'm trying to think of so the wings being the bees. Yeah, okay, go to the book of Psalms 104. Verse 3 is the point, but we're going to build up in it. Start verse 1.
104 and 1.
Yeah, Psalm 104, start verse 1 all the way to verse 4.
All right, so it says, Bless the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, O my soul, O Lord my God. Thou art very great, thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who covereth thyself with the light as with the garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot.
Making the clouds his chariots, UFOs, all right? If you, in the book of Acts chapter 1, I'm going to get out to read that as well. Once again, the clouds, the UFO came and took up Yahweh Shai, our Lord, man. Continuing on out. So once again, these are our deliverers.
All right, who maketh the angels his spirits, his ministers a flaming fire.
Yeah, get the book of Acts. Acts chapter 1. And them clouds represent UFOs. You can look up, if you go on Google and just type in UFOs, and once again, the different shape, you will see some UFOs have their appearance of clouds, man. Like we say, like you reading, once again, like we brought up earlier, Zechariah chapter 5, verse 2, that it said different measurements, different kinds of chariots. So this is, so once again, Mosai, listen, man, Mosai is the creator of creators, all right? No other nation can stake claim to these things, man. No other nation has him for a father. Yeah, chapter 1. Yeah, but no other nation can stake claim to having a God that made heaven and earth. They're gonna kill other nations.
All right.
So my God is all love. What? Acts chapter 1,
Verse 1.
Start at verse 3.
To whom also he shewed himself alive after his passion by many inflammable proofs, being seen of them 40 days, and speaking of the things pertaining to the kingdom of the Most High,
Yep.
and being assembled together with them, commanded them that they should not depart from Jerusalem, but wait for the promise of the Father, which saith he, Ye have heard of me, for John truly baptized with water, ye shall be baptized with the Holy Spirit not many days hence.
All right, so listen, man. So these crazy ass Christians going around trying to dip you in some water. That's a waste of time, man. Water's filthy in it damn way. So that's not going to cleanse you. All right, the Most High, Yahweh Shai, has already told you that the word shall baptize you, mean cleanse your soul, man. It's all about the heart. This one's blowing crazy. I got it, bro. Continue on.
Verse 6, it says,
This one blowing crazy.
When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Restore the kingdom to Israel, not to other nations. The kingdom will not be left to other nations. All right? I believe that's in the book of Daniel chapter 2. All right? I want to say it start around 39 all the way down, but bring the kingdom to Israel. And to bring the kingdom to Israel, a lot of prophecies had to happen in this time before everything restored. Esau had to get back in power. He had to fall and get back in power. We had to fall and go through the hell that we went through. Hell represent condition, not an actual fire. Continue on.
And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power after the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth.
Not meaning any nation can teach this word. It simply means the scattered tribes of Israel.
And if I can add, it says the uttermost part of the earth. Scripture was written in the Eastern Hemisphere.
That's right.
So the uttermost part is the furthermost part, meaning America. Over here in the Western Hemisphere.
And this is exactly what we're doing now. Got brothers everywhere preaching this word, man. It's beautiful, man. Got brothers in Holland, and this word just went out, man. When the apostles hit YouTube around 2007, man, it was just like this. How you know that this is the truth? Like this, how you know when you come out here, it may look foolish to other people, but this how you know that this is something beautiful, man. Continue on.
And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
And this is how we're gonna be delivered as well. All right, the cloud received him out of his sight. And once again, we started off with the UFOs. UFOs been speaking about throughout the whole week. Barack Obama, that Hamite, who Elijah Jakes thought that he was one of them. Barack Obama is your enemy, by the way. He came out and spoke about the so-called UFOs, which are chariots, man.
To be a good rapper.
Okay, Con. Yeah, but anyways, with that, I hope that some brothers will edify, and we're gonna close it out, and we'll give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone teaching do rule well, and shalom to the Akim, shalom.
Shalom.